Okay, so hey y'all. So today I'm making my update post because I promised it. Yeah, but then at first for a while the reason I haven't made an update post is cuz I literally didn't have nothing to update. Like there was no change from what I've said. There was no like significant change, but long story short, still don't have the car. But I'm going to tell y'all the rundown of things. I'm going to tell y'all basically what happened and what's happening right now. And of course, I'm going to post the receipts. Like, if you watch my YouTube video, which this is going to be a long form YouTube video. So if you want like the full thing, my YouTube's in my bio. I'm going to post it on YouTube too. But I'm going to show like receipts and stuff because like to me, I have no reason to lie. And I'm not trying to make y'all feel like I'm lying. Like, again, the way y'all have been supporting and rooting for me and watching as things been progressing, I don't want y'all to feel like left out of nothing, because there's been people like literally helping me till this day. So it's like, to me, y'all are important to me. Like the way y'all are supporting me and rallying with me and just here for the journey. Yeah. How y'all feel matters to me. Like making sure y'all are updated matters to me. But then it's like, I don't want to get on here saying a bunch of nothing. You know what I mean? But so yeah, we ended up getting in contact, which I did make a post. But that night I made the post because I was excited. Like, we talked, he showed me the car, because he did try to call me, but for some weird reason I didn't get a ring. Like, whenever people call me on Instagram, usually that happens. And then people that I've had on there, like my sister and my close friends, I see like when they send me stuff, but at the same time it's like, for some reason I don't see no other notifications. I don't get a phone call, nothing. So like my phone didn't go off when he tried calling me. And he tried calling a few times around like 9:30 or so. And I'll like I said, I'll post all the proof. Why I gotta lie for? And I'm gonna show y'all I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna show y'all the proof. You know what I mean? But anywho, so yeah, that's what happened. He tried calling me a few times. And then when I seen it, I said, oh, he's writing me back. He's calling me back. So I tried to call back. I'm pretty sure I tried to call back, but, I probably missed him. So we were sending voice messages back and forth at that point. Like video messages back and forth. And he showed me the car. We talked. He's very sweet. Like, he was very sweet, open, you know what I mean? Like, I really don't have nothing bad to say about him. Like, he had a really good personality. I enjoyed talking to him, you know. And, he basically, like, let me know, like, hey, when you ready to come get this car, it's here for you. You know what I mean? So, for me, I said, okay, I'm going to do everything on my end. And he let me know, like, his team, his management and his team answers calls on Tuesdays. And, yeah. Like, he was talking to me, telling me about what days and stuff he's off and stuff. So I'm like, okay, perfect. Because I'm finna go on my end and I'm going to go find somebody to help me get there. Because it's like, for me, bro, it's a free car. And that's what he said. It's like, I even asked him, I said, what's your Cash App? I'm going to give you some money for this. He's like, no, like, God sent me. This is a free car. You don't have to do that. But it's like, for me, I'm just so grateful. Like, bro, come on, I want to give you something in return, because that's just how I am. But, he's like, no, like, I'm doing this just to bless you. And I said, I appreciate this so much. Like, I was telling him, like, I really appreciate this. I don't know how many times I could thank you. Like, you know what I mean? It's a free car. So, we talked. Very sweet, very good personality. We even had a few chuckles ourselves, like, you know what I mean? And then he asked me to do, like, an update video, which I did, because I'm like, we're in contact now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't I? So I got on Instagram. I did my update video real quick before I went to bed. Yeah, so I was just so grateful, because I was like, yes, I'm going to find something out. And then I was like, by the time you're off, I'm going to have something figured out. So I was contacting all my family. My aunt, she even came to my job and she's like, I heard what happened. I'm like, yes, I'm so excited. And she's like, go contact your cousin. Like, she's my cousin, but then she's old enough to be my aunt. I never played with her. Like, she's that aunt, she's that cousin. She's old enough to be my aunt, but it's like, I wouldn't play with her. Like, she like my auntie. She's like my auntie. I call her my auntie because it's like, I'm not getting distracted, y'all. I'm finna stay on track for real. So yeah, I was messaging him throughout the week, telling him about updates. Like, I was just trying to communicate updates and tell him like what was going on my end. So I was like, yeah, I got an aunt that lives out in Cleveland, and this is her name, and she can make it there before I can because she's out there. And I contacted her too, and I said, hey, auntie, there's a guy who offered me a car out there where you at. Can you please like go by? And he basically like let me know like, hey, when you ready to come get this car, it's here for you. You know what I mean? So for me, I said, okay, I'm gonna do everything on my end. And he let me know like his team, his management and his team answers calls on Tuesdays. And yeah. Like, he was talking to me, telling me about what days and stuff he's off and stuff. So I'm like, okay, perfect. Because I'm finna go on my end and I'm going to find out I'm going to go find somebody to help me get there. Because it's like, for me, bro, it's a free car. And that's what he said. It's like, I even asked him, I said, what's your Cash App? I'm going to give you some money for this. He's like, no, like, God sent me. This is a free car. You don't have to do that. But it's like, for me, I'm just so grateful. Like, bro, come on, I want to give you something in return because that's just how I am. But he's like, no, like, I'm doing this just to bless you. And I said, I appreciate this so much. Like, I was telling him, like, I really appreciate this. I don't know how many times I could thank you. Like, you know what I mean? It's a free car. So we talked. Very sweet, very good personality. We even had a few chuckles ourselves, like, you know what I mean? And then he asked me to do, like, an update video, which I did because I'm like, we're in contact now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't I? So I got on Instagram. I did my update video real quick before I went to bed. Yeah, so I was just so grateful because I was like, yes, I'm going to find something out. And then I was like, by the time you're off, I'm going to have something figured out. So I was contacting all my family. My aunt, she even came to my job and she's like, I heard what happened. I'm like, yes, I'm so excited. And she's like, go contact your cousin. Like, she's my cousin, but then she's old enough to be my aunt. I never played with her. Like, she's that aunt, she's that cousin. She's old enough to be my aunt, but it's like, I wouldn't play with her. Like, she like my auntie. She's like my auntie. I call her my auntie because it's like, I'm not getting distracted, y'all. I'm finna stay on track for real. So yeah, I was messaging him throughout the week, telling him about updates. Like, I was just trying to communicate updates and tell him like what was going on my end. So I was like, yeah, I got an aunt that lives out in Cleveland, and this is her name, and she can make it there before I can because she's out there. And I contacted her too, and I said, hey, auntie, there's a guy who offered me a car out there where you at. Can you please like go by? And y'all know how protective family is. Like, whenever your family's protective, you know how it is. So when I contacted her about it, she's like, there's a man offering you a car online? And I'm like, yes, like, I went viral. This is what happened. Like, I basically filled her in. And she's like, okay, what's his name? Where is his address? How old is he? Like, she started asking me all these questions, and half of them I did not know. I was just like, because it's like, for me, I was like, somebody offered me a car, I'm ready to go. Like, I don't care about no details. Send me the address. Let's get it. I'm finna go find somebody to help me get down here. Let's get it. And, he was telling me about things about the car and stuff, but she was getting into detail. I was like, girl, I don't know. Like, I was not looking into this person's life. I was just grateful somebody trying to help me out. So I had to do my thing. I sent her his page and stuff. Like, I screenshotted his page. I told her he's a big influencer. Like, so everything is everywhere. Like, he has like a Facebook, Instagram, which I didn't know because I had to dig into all that stuff to show my cousin. So she's just like, okay, okay, I'm going to do some digging myself. So I was like, okay. But then I also messaged him, which I'm going to post the messages. And I told him, like, hey, like, I have some family out in Cleveland, and my aunt, she's willing to meet you and check the car out and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I was trying to give him a heads up. And I was like, you know, her name is this, in case she decided to message him personally. So I was like, this is her name. And, like, you know, she's willing to come and see what's going on. But yeah, and then she asked me for the address. I was like, I don't have an address, because we never went to that part. You know, I told him, like, send me the address or something, but an address never got sent. So yeah, and I told her, I said, okay, well, you know, I'm not forgetting about you or nothing. I'm just waiting on a reply, because she was telling me, like, get this information so I can check things out and make sure things are safe for you. And then also so I can go and, you know, get the car for you and stuff. Because what my aunt told me at the job, she was just like, have your cousin go and get the car and then put it in her garage. So that way when we can get down there, it's already in her garage and we can just go get it from there. You know what I mean? So, like, my family did rally with me. I even told my uncle, and I was like, Uncle, like, I went viral. And he's like, what? I was like, yeah, I went viral. And then there's a man offered me a car. And he's like, okay, I didn't know that, even though I told him that 4th of July. But we're not getting into that. So, yeah, I was telling him, like, yeah, there's a man who's offered me a car. He was telling me what I had to, you know, get fixed on it, which wasn't a big deal. So I was like, bro, I don't care. I don't care about none of that. I will get whatever fix needs to be fixed. Like, it's not like the engine's busted or nothing. It's not like it don't run. Like, he told me and showed me, like, it runs. It's a good car. So I'm like, whatever dents and scratches, I'll take care of that. And he was even telling me, like, we can personalize this thing. Like, I can personalize it. Like, I can do whatever I want to do with it. But it's like, yeah. So that's what was going on. And I was like, okay, yeah. So during the time, because I was expecting something on a Tuesday. Because like I said, he told me on Tuesday his manager usually replies to stuff. So for the rest of that week, I was trying to scramble to find somebody to take me to Ohio. I don't care. I was like talking to my cousins. And then I got to a point, I said, maybe I need to like hit up my childhood friends, see who can help me out. Like, I did not care. Like, I was going to find somebody that's going to help me get out there. But then it's like, at the end of the day, if nobody helped me get out there, I was making plans to like take a bus with my sister to get out there to get that car. So it's like, to me, it's like, it did not matter. I'm getting out there no matter what. So, you know what I mean? And then I was like, okay, so it falls on pay week that, you know, I should get a message back. So I was like, by the time they message me back, I'll be paid. So then I have even more funds and stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Because I'm already behind doing the bills. Not very far no more. I'm probably a few $100s behind now. Because I've been paying them. But I've been also saving for my car. So, yeah, I was just like, okay, yeah, I'm finna do this. So I went ahead, I looked on the websites to like get cars down to Ohio, not cars, ride the bus down there. But then I was like, well, I need an address. I can't just go down there. Because I knew what days he'd be off, but then I didn't know an address to meet him at and stuff. So that was my concern. That's where I was like, okay, I got the money now, because I'm paid. Like, I paid my bills. I put some money up for the car. I sent my mom some money. So I was like, all right. So during that time, I updated them, you know. I was telling them, hey, this was going on. Hey, this was going on. I even apologized. I was like, I'm sorry I'm texting so much. I'm just trying to keep you in the loop. You know what I mean? Because it's like, if somebody doing me a favor, I'm going to try my best to, like, keep them updated on my side. But then, anyway, Tuesday rolls by, and I kid y'all not, I'm at work. Don't care about nothing. I'm at work. I'm checking my messages, because it's like, okay, yeah, I'm expecting something. Like, his management team should be checking on this Tuesday. So, all day Tuesday, late into the night Tuesday, I'm telling y'all, I stayed up late, like, checking. Probably past, like, 12. Because I was like, okay, I should expect something on a Tuesday. I was told, like, the team looks at things on Tuesday, so I should expect, like, something on Tuesday. So, I'm looking, because I've sent a few update videos about what's been going on my end. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna watch out. Let me watch. So all Tuesday I was watching for a message. I didn't get one. So I was like, okay. He's told me that he be busy, which I get. You know, I work a full-time job, and then I come home and have a whole nother unpaid full-time job of other things I do. So I'm like, I get being busy. You know what I mean? I've been so busy, and then I be wore out. Like, I get it. You know what I mean? So I wasn't even mad. I was like, you know, he even told me he was busy in our video chats, the video messages. So I was like, I can't be mad. I understand being busy. So I'm a patient person. Not the most patient. Like, I'm not even finna lie. Some things I'm patient about, some things I'm not. But I was patient because I'm like, this person's doing me a favor. They're helping me out. So it's like, why not be patient? So I don't mind being patient about things like that. It's other things that I don't be patient about. So we're not getting into that. That's a whole nother, we're not getting into all that mess. But anywho, you know, I'm waiting for a message. You know, I was like, maybe he'll get back to me the next day. Nothing happened. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna just go about my week at this point. You know what I mean? Because I was just like, I don't know what to say. And I was checking his page and stuff, and I was just like, do your thing. I'm not mad. Because I was still saving. You know, like I told y'all, I don't mind working for what I need. I don't mind working for the car. So, like, I was still putting my savings. Anywho, he did end up getting in contact again. Like, he tried calling me on Friday around like 9 something, like 9:30 or so. And I didn't see it. It was like on the 1st of August. I remember because like I seen it and I said, oh my gosh, I didn't even get a notification or nothing. Like, when I went into my call log to call someone, that's when I seen he tried calling me that day. And I said, oh my gosh, like, okay, let me try and call him back around the same time he called me. So that was the way I was thinking, because he's been calling me around 9 to 9:30, 9:45, around that time at night. So I was like, okay. And we don't have different time zones. We're right next to each other. So I was like, all right. Like, it's not like he's calling me at one time on his time zone and I'm getting it at a different time zone. You know what I mean? But, yeah, he tried calling. I missed it. And I wasn't looking out for anything because I was just like, I haven't heard anything for at least like a week or so. You know what I mean? So I was just like, okay. It shocked me. And I was in bed at that time, which I explained in the messages to him. Like, you know, I wake up. I have to get up early in the morning to go to work. So it's like, I don't be up late like that. So I would have probably missed that call anyway. I tried calling him back. I did a few times. But then his team messaged me back and was like, we don't accept calls past 5 o'clock. And he's on live, and when you call him, it's messing up his live, stuff like that. So I was like, oh, okay, my bad. Just, you don't have to call me. Like, you could just send me text messages. Like, if I don't answer, you could just send me some text messages and I'll get back to you. Because it seems like we're on like opposite time things. Like, he works at night, I work at daytime. So I was like, you don't have to try and call. Like, you could just send me a message And I prefer texting because texting is better for me. So that way we could still communicate and work on our time zones, our time differences. So yeah, that's basically what happened. I haven't heard back after that, and they were just like, we'll get back to you when we can. Like I said, I'm gonna post the messages. But yeah, so that's basically what's been going on with everything on that level. I haven't heard back from them anymore since that. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm just gonna keep saving for my car and stuff. You know what I mean? And then my whole thing is, I was just like, I want to talk to y'all about other stuff, but I feel like until this situation gets out the way, it's not going to be room for me to like do my own thing. Because I don't know, that's how my brain operates. Until I get this problem out the way, I can't go about this stuff. So I've been wanting to make the videos for y'all. I understand. But yeah, like I was saying, I just got to the point I was like, all right, I'm just going to keep about my day and just go about my stuff and work. And, you know, I did. Every time I hopped on Instagram, I responded to comments and stuff. Posted my little stuff and looked through my timeline and hopped right back off because I had to go back and deal with stuff. So yeah, that's basically how my days would be going, have been going. One of my dogs, he chewed the lead off of my other dog. So that my dog ran away again. So I didn't leave work that time. I stayed. I was in a complete panic the whole time. But I found him. Yes. So I was happy about that because it's like, oh my gosh. They've been running away a lot more than usual. Usually my dogs don't run away. But then I feel like they have this whole thing where if I leave work, they try to track me down. And my biggest fear was, please don't go on the main road trying to find me. Because like I knew, you know what I mean? Like I knew they'd have to track my scent to the main road at that point. So I was like, please, like, no. But they still were going like to the park and like going to the college and stuff like that. So I was like, okay. Like, so you know, I've been having some things going on at home. But yeah. But I also want to like take a moment to send a sweet thank you to Rashana Pluto, Sweet 78, and Elizabeth, because I appreciate y'all. Y'all supported and done things to help me out. And I know this isn't the only time, but I just want to like shout out my supporters. Like I just want to shout out saying thank you. I very much I appreciate it. I appreciate what you're doing for me. It's not unseen. So that's how I feel about things. Like it wasn't an unseen gesture. And I really seen it. I appreciated it. If you even see this video, I love y'all very much. I'm not gonna forget. I'm not, like, even though I'm gonna screenshot it so I make sure to revisit it. I'm gonna make sure. Even if I do forget, y'all know how I am. I've already said what things I go through. Anywho, I just wanted to say thank you so much to them people. Because they're supporting me behind the scenes. I see what y'all have done for me. I seen the kindness y'all showed me. And I just want to make sure they know I'm grateful to them. I'm very grateful. And what they did wasn't something. Because it's like, when I looked, I was like, a heart isn't enough. I need to say thank you so much. I love y'all. Because I do. Because it's like, y'all are supporting me. Y'all are here watching me and stuff. I need to show y'all, like, even Bambi, Miss Bambi, who DM me, thank you. I love you. So I need to say that because it's like I genuinely love the people who are like up in it. I don't know how better to say it. I appreciate prayers and stuff like that, but I'm just saying, like, these people are, like, doing things behind the scenes that I just want them, they deserve acknowledgement. You know what I mean? Because I want to show y'all, like, real love. Like, I really love y'all. And I really appreciate what y'all do for me. And I'm not trying to play. So, yes.